Hi there Sagittarius, thank you for joining me for your year 2013 forecast. I'm going to give you a structural overview of what's going to be going on this year, and you can fill in the detail through my weekly and monthly forecasts, which are always available to you. I'd like to rewind to last November. Then there were two eclipses which work in pairs, a solar and lunar eclipse. And what comes up for me is that around relationships there could be some lessons to be learned in the first 3 or 4 months of 2013. Do be conscious that if whoever you get close to has a history, as you do. There may be some people who are very upstanding, very helpful and nurturing type of characters, and there may be other people that have got parts of their background which are not so positive. And because Saturn, the planet of restriction, is now in the most psychological part of your scope, who you mix with, and even how you feel about things, your psychic antenna if you like, is something you can't afford to ignore anymore, because if you do, it can start to get into you in ways that you might not necessarily anticipate. At the turn of the year, the solar eclipse, your focus can be on money. It could be on enjoying the good things in life. If you have set yourself the target to lose weight, I think that's going to come under challenge quite quickly. And if you can get through January without cracking, then good for you. But if you're hitting the sales, I think you really will be in the mood to bargain hunt. But seriously, money is something that could be the cause of some contention this year. And it's going to be important to understand where you share finances, or you're relying on credit or the support of someone else, their goodwill, that this is something that could lead to some rancor if things get out of kilter too much. So living within your means is going to be vitally important, particularly where you're involved with others very closely. But there is an absolutely fantastic link between 3 planets at the turn of the year, which can see the most inspirational side of your nature come out. And this could see you having some links with people all through 2013 who are quite unusual, who are quite refreshing in their approach, perhaps quite original. And if you're someone who's very creative, this could be your route to making more money if you do come up with a brilliant idea, if you can add to this a lot of hard work. Now there is going to be the backward rotation of Saturn from the middle of February for 5.5 months. This could see a more worrisome side of your nature come to the fore. You may not have been conscious in the past of being particularly concerned about things, but stuff can seem to come up. People can confront you with sides of your nature you're not aware of, and it can be quite hard going. Your emotional energy might be quite low at times. And also from mid-March, Uranus squares up with Pluto, suggesting that if you do find it hard to resist money, resist spending money, then that can be something that could again cause you problems. So staying within your budget is one of the central themes of this year, but expenses can come up that you're not expecting, and it can be linked to your kids if you've got any, or it could be a creative venture that you decide to start up. Well, if you haven't thought it through enough, it could keep drawing the money out of your regular income or your savings. Now in May there is another pair of eclipses, and this time the eclipses are going to be influencing the part of your horoscope that's to do with practical everyday realities. But unfortunately the lunar eclipse, which lasts for 6 months, is very much about your desire to do your own thing, which is very strong with Sagittarians. But you may be pushed to take much more responsibility for the following 6 months, and people may not be so prepared to indulge your independence and freedom loving side. Now there is a move in June of Jupiter, your ruler, and it does move into a very positive place for the rest of the year for business finance and those shared finances, which can at times this year be a worry. But again, you can't just sit back and expect good things to come to you on a plate. You have to really put the application in, and if you do, it's possible you will improve your lot. Now by October, the lunar eclipse comes first this time, and this one's going to be occurring in your 5th house in Aries, the sector of joys and self-expression, but it clashes with the solar eclipse, which is occurring again in your 12th house, that very sensitive area. But this time there is a 12th house that combines with Saturn. And I do feel that your love life could be the cause of some concerns. And if things have been building up on the back burner that you've been unconscious of, a partner's not been happy with some of your attitudes, particularly when it comes to the amount of time you spend socially out enjoying yourself, this could be a crunch point in the relationship for sure. It's also possible you might find something about someone you're involved with that you're not very happy to learn. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.